Hello, this is Dalen75 Games. Welcome back. Another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age Origins. I'm the human noble Aiden Kuzlin, and I kind of wanted to change up my party before coming into here. Damn. I wanted Shale.
Trost Vala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated. Fair journeys, Warden.
Oh. For little people, you sure build nice entrances.
For the love of paragons, please. I haven't eaten in days.
I would give you that money.
I haven't eaten in days.
Somebody should be giving him something. Paragon Beaumont? The Paragons. As I studied among the dwarves, I became aware that their social system was as rigid as the stone that surrounded them. From the lowest servant to the king of Orzammar, each dwarf has a caste, a rigid social standing which dictates what he may do and how he may do it. What fascinated me then was that the dwarves, stubborn and proud as they may be, have built in a way for even the lowliest dwarf to bypass the caste system and reach prominence. Any dwarf who has made an achievement of significance can be named Paragon, elevating that dwarf above all others. To become a paragon is to be recognized as essentially a living ancestor. Your words are considered ineffable, and the dwarves liken you unto a god. Your family, those you choose to ascend with you, become the founders of a new line of nobility. Indeed, every existing noble house among the dwarves traces its line back to a founding paragon. It is a rare thing, however, in my visit. I learned that the only one paragon that has been elected in generations, the smith Branka, exalted for her discovery of smokeless coal. I met the Paragon Branka only once during my stay, and I consider it an odd occasion. Indeed, surrounded by those of her house, this ill-tempered woman was draped in the finest clothing and jewelry, and was obviously revered even above the highest nobles, perhaps even above the king, yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Statues of the Paragons are found throughout Orzammar, though nowhere so prominently than in the Hall of Heroes, through which one passes in entering from the surface. It is a breathtaking sight to behold. Great works of stone all seem to hold up to the ceiling above. It is meant to impress upon visitors to Orzammar all who have gone before, I think. It is also meant to remind dwarves going to the surface that, thus abandoning their brethren forever, of all they are leaving behind. From the Stone Halls of the Dwarves by Brother Gentivi, Chantry Scholar.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Wow. An explanation of the Paragons. Well, we already have that. Paragon Heraldon. Paragon Lantena. So
show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
the figures are quite grand indeed.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Perhaps I can help.
Perhaps I don't want you to. A surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
Paragon Garel.
Think of it, Zevran. You may have stumbled into a most delightful possibility for your future.
Oh, are you dispensing professional advice now?
It simply occurs to me that if, say, Alistair were to become King of Ferelden, he may have need of someone of your talents.
From what I know of the fellow, it seems there would be a fair difference between what he needed and what he cared to make use of.
If Alistair becomes king, it would certainly not be through any brilliance on his part. Whoever puts him there, now there's the one who will need you.
Now that's an interesting thought. You've such a devious mind, my dear. Why have we not made love as of yet?
For what purpose? I would sooner stab you in the face than let you touch me, elf.
And somehow that makes the idea even more intriguing.
Nothing seems to dampen Zevran's spirits. There's some kind of scroll on the floor here. Into the Dwarven City, I hope. Maybe there'll be more hallways to pass through.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You not speak that way about the man who should be king!
That man should be arrested. That dwarf. That was pretty harsh.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the Commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
The Blade is coming and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
You mentioned paragons?
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Okay. I just got here. I should get going.
Yes, you should.
New quest. Speak to Prince Balin, second in command. Prince Balin is one of the two men who could take you to the throne. To earn an audience with Balin, you must speak to Vartag Gavorn, his second in command. Vartag may be found in the Assembly Chamber, which is in the Diamond Quarter. Dulin Ferender. Speak to Dulin Ferender. Lord Harrowmont is one of the two men who could take the throne. To earn an audience with Harrowmont, you must speak to Dulin Ferender. You can find Dulin either in the Harrowmont's estate, in the Diamond Quarter, or in the Tapser's Tavern. I'm going to pause it right here. I'll be right back. Okay, thankfully in here, it gives me the ability to change my party. And, I'm not sure if we need
Braska.
Zevran.
Yes.
Shale. Probably don't need Morgan either. If anything, Win. I'd like to get more of Win's approval.
Yes.
Of course, I would like to get Liliana. Damn. I don't know what to do. Could get rid of Sten then.
Vashaden.
And Liliana. All these people that need leveling up. Well, they do level up. More advancement. So I was thinking of making her a assassin or a duelist. I can't trust that you get 1 damage per hit as opposed to an assassin. I'll go with the assassin. Okay, so Constitution definitely needs to go up. So does her dexterity. I got everything into dexterity. 1 into Constitution. Okay, so maybe 1 into here. Zephyrin already is a master at poison making, so we don't need that. We can make poisons for the rest of us. And 2 skills to go up. We're going to go with Captivating Song. And let's get down to her archery. Defensive Fire. While active, the archer changes stance, receiving a bonus to defense, but slowing the rate of fire with Master Archer talent. The defense bonus increases. And Wind. Like that. I think characters wears you just can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spell casting. She can use that. And she's got 1 talent. Let's put it in Mass Rejuvenation and fill out that line. And now Shale. Nice Constitution, Shale. You're a little light on everything else, though. Willpower especially. And Dexterity. Okay, so 1 talent. And it's got a different talent tree. I don't know if it's male or female. I think I'm going to go with Bravery. The warrior's unwavering courage grants bonuses to damage, physical resistance, and mental resistance, as well as bonus to critical chance that increases proportionally to the number of enemies above 2 that the warrior is engaging. Sounds good to me. Okay. I really wanted to get Shale out. Yeah, let's just floor carving. The city of Orzammar. If there's anything interesting. The dwarves are lauded for the craftsmanship, and the city of Orzammar is one of their finest works. Orzammar lies at the heart of the Frostback Mountains, deep underground. The city arcs outward from the royal palace, which is built around a natural lava vent, continually fountaining liquid rock, which both lights and heats the entire cavern. The topmost tier of Orzammar is home to the noble caste, with their palaces fanning out in both directions from the court of the king as well as the Shape Rape, which serves as a repository for all dwarven knowledge. The lower tier is the commons, where the merchant caste holds sway and where the finest works of Orzammar's craftsmen are for sale. In the center of the river of lava, connected to the commons by a causeway, are the proving grounds, a sacred arena where the dwarves by ancient tradition settle their disputes. On one side of the fiery river are the ruins of old dwarven palaces, fallen into disrepair, which the locals call Dust Town, now home to the city's casteless. On the other side of the river are the deep roads, which once joined the sprawling dwarven empire together, but now, after centuries of darkspawn incursion, are largely sealed off. Nearly all knowledge of this network of underground passages has been lost, even to its builders. In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chanter Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Wow. That is pretty impressive. There's a river of lava? Awesome. For you dwarves to have built a city over top of this is quite the feat. Alright, who are you?
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
This Balin, is that King Endrin's son?
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
What do you know about this Lord Harrowmont?
Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont.
Is Harrowmont qualified to rule?
He is a good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less.
How did Endrin die?
He died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself.
Sounds very suspicious. Who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger? What brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I'm Aiden, a Grey Warden, and I am here seeking aid.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
I have a treaty compelling Orzammar to aid against a blight.
A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
He seems like the person to go with if I was to be able to support somebody. The sun sounds crooked. Diamond Quarter right. Proving Ground straight ahead. Proving Ground straight ahead in there. Diamond Quarter to the right. Well, I'm supposed to also go with the shape rate to familiarize myself, which sounds like a lot of reading, which I don't mind doing, but not when we're... Not unless I'm at camp and I can read it by myself.
I hear there's a new blight coming. How terrible.
Yes. You guys didn't know about that?
This dispute over the throne is exciting, isn't it?
It's a little bit disturbing. I need your damn help right away.
Well met, Grey Warden.
The great paragon Branka will never return. The ancestors have taken her from this world.
Their only paragon has died?
Lord Harrowmont will make a wise king.
From the sounds of it, yes.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
These things are dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
New quest, a lost nug. Nug Wrangler Boromir has lost his nug inventory. Find one of them to get him back to his feet. Interesting. Dead end. Where's my guard?
Excuse me.
Ancestor smile on you.
Have a moment?
Hello.
You look like you're not from around here.
I'm not dwarven, so I don't suppose I would be. Can I help you?
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
My companion here is a senior enchanter in the circle.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation, and a great responsibility.
It's well known that dwarves cannot be mages. They just don't... None of them are born with the ability. But I'm gonna ask anyways. Aren't there any mages here?
Of course not. Haven't you read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic? He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
So, what do you want with the circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring the Circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
I didn't know I'd get approval over that, but of course I would help her. Looks like a merchant.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Bit of a strange dwarf. Tone physical. It's a little bit expensive. I want to save my money. Ooh, nice dagger. 3 slots for enchantment. Wow. 1 health regen in combat. That's pretty good. Yeah. I guess I can sell Sten's... It's not Sten's sword, it's a Kunari sword. Kind of wasted money on that, but I was hoping that Sten would pick up on that and say something, but I guess not. A golden mirror. A mirror of polished glass in a gold frame. Golden deer and sparrows frolic together in a charming scene in the back of the mirror. Sounds like something Morrigan would like. Golden amulet. Morrigan. Gem bracelet. Morrigan. I thought that I had... I guess I don't have anything. Maybe the dwarves here can make something of these scales. Could ask while I'm here. Life Giver. Oh, wow. 10 constitution, 3 health, regen in combat, 10 health regeneration while exploring. Or, yeah, 3 armor, 20% to healing effects received. I definitely want to get that, but that would take all our money. I have to remember that to come back and get it then. That's one of the best rings. That is the best ring I've seen.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
Are you all right?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Aren't dwarves immune to lyrium's effects? I thought they were.
Of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
So working with lyrium made you crazy?
Not crazy, just a little forgetful. Don't worry, I'm fine when I work. Just look at my wares. I have the best blades here. Enchanted to hold fire, ice, anything you want to put in it.
Well, he does have a really good dagger and the ring. Okay. I'll shop somewhere else a little safer.
Oh, yes, I've often thought that myself. But then, look what happened to me.
I'll have to return at some future point when I can afford to pay for 87 gold for that ring. But for now, I'm going to have to end the video, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.